my favorite titanium spinner. Well, it's my only titanium spinner right now, but I have had others, so I understand sort of what they're like. So this is an edamame in titanium. I won this in a drop, like a sign-up sale. I think it's like the only sign-up sale I've ever won. And at first I was like, I don't know, is it going to be too light for me? And it's grown on me. Like, it's interesting. It's interesting how something can grow on you. Because usually I'm so into the big heavy ones. Like, I might as well get all of my edamames out. Come on, where are my beans? There's a bean. There's a bean. There's a bean. Bean, bean, bean. Bean, bean, bean. I should have a lot of edamames. Yeah, so I mean, like, all of these are heavier than this. This is the lightest one by far. So this one's like, what we got here? Come on, show up. It's like 63. It's like 63 with the tie buttons on there. So that's as is, right? That's stock, and this says Ultim on there. 80 with that, and that's tie buttons on there, and that's 140. I mean, those are W spinners, and copper spinners with W buttons. You got 160, this one 133, and 63. So just to give you a sense of what weight we're dealing with here, it's a light little feather, and that's, I think, kind of what is so nice about it in a way. It's just so easy. Like, it's so easy to move. It's so easy to flick every other way. Like, sometimes I'll find myself just going like that with it, you know? And when you got the W, spinner going, it's like, that's great in its own way. But sometimes you don't want, like, the commitment of the weight, right? Like, commitment, but it's more, right? Like, I'm a carpenter, my hands get tired, and sometimes I just want to come home and I don't want to, grab something heavy again. I just want to grab something light. So having all of these is amazing and it is great, but being able to just pick something up that's weighs basically nothing and just have no effort whatsoever is truly great. But honestly, I haven't really been fucking with it too much with the tie buttons on there. I've just been putting some other edamame buttons on, and that's kind of seems to be what's sticking the most. These are just copper ones from one of the copper ones you just saw, and it's simple, and it quiets the bearing down a little bit, adds a little bit of a center weight to it, and it looks classy as fuck that way. So, I mean, why not? And it is sort of like a button, just with its weight being so light. It is sort of like a really button swappable spinner, I find. Where's some other ones that I messed with? Up here, look here. Oh, yeah. That was a good one. That's a funny one. And then pick one more. Yeah. So there's some other ones that I've like played with. Okay, so this is like a custom titanium one, crystal titanium, and that looks great. And again, it kind of opens the bearing sound up a little bit more too, though. But it's a judder machine, right? Its weight means that every time I'm turning it like this, you're just feeling that judder like crazy, which is, why you're really liking a bar spinner. And then this one I was messing with for a while. This is copper deep dish Magnum buttons for a torque bar Magnum, and they're 23 diameter instead of a 24.5 like those last two. And that's 23s are great. 23s are really great kind of sweet spot I find for buttons. There's actually a video I took of this warping with these buttons on that we should watch. Where is it? Right here. Yeah. So the shininess of this thing, look at that. It's like I'm flipping mirrors around. It just it's like I got a spinner made of mercury or something. You can see my phone, you can see my Modusworks sticker on it, like I'm wearing it, like the jacket I'm wearing, it's crazy. Yeah, just a little warping monster. It's great. Anyway, so yeah, those are pretty cool. And then these last ones are funny because this is these are, to give you a sense of it, these are tungsten pillar buttons. So just the buttons. It's 135 grams. It's fucked up. So oh, it's got shims in it. Oh well. I'll put that on anyway. It'll be even more ridiculous, all shimmed up. Look at this thing. Okay, yeah, that does not need shims. It's very funny, but I don't know. It's so easy. It's so light. You can basically put any button you want on it, and it's not really gonna mess with it too much. So funny. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to share about the Thai edamame because I've had it for a while, and I made a video on it. It's just kind of been sitting there a lot. I don't play with it all the time, but then there's these days where I just grab it because I'm tired and it just feels right or something. There's just something about it. It's good to have that variety, right? So today was one of those days, so I thought I would share. And then speaking of bearings, this is like, this is kind of one that ended up really selling this spinner for me. It's done the same thing for a lot of other spinners, but this one in particular, I just like found the right match. And this is just it's an all stainless steel. It's called like a Golden Eagle, or it's very similar to a bearing that was called Golden Eagle in the past. And yeah, it's all still stainless steel, titanium coated. And they're great. They're great bearings. Love them. I bought very many of them. They go really well with tungsten spinners for some reason too. Yeah, there it is. That's my lightest guy. My lightest little guy. So easy. All right, well, that was about it. Just want to show off, you know. Show you that little guy. Okay. You have a good one, nerds. Bye.